Hello, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic weekend and a good start to the new year. I am here as promised since when I streamed on Thursday, I forgot to do Decklist Nightmares. And that means I owe you guys some content. So we will do Decklist Nightmares today. We'll do it in probably a little bit. I'll let people come and join the channel. And we'll play some other Master Duel until then. But that is the plan. It'll be a bit of a shorter stream, probably, maybe only like 2 hours total, but I figured let's do some dueling. And yeah, this is a bonus stream because I normally would not stream on a Saturday unless there was an event going on and I was going to be commentating over it, but I'm not. So I'm here because of you guys. And I wasn't live on Wednesday or Friday, I guess. So I only had 3 streams this week, 4th days. Actually, I did have another stream because I streamed twice on Tuesday. We streamed in the New Year's together playing Fall Guys, if any of you were here. Although it wasn't really the same. That's the new Ring 4 Dino. I saw there was a new Sabersaurus card, but I haven't read it yet. We're gonna read those on stream just now. I figured, yeah, let's jump into that. Let's jump into the new cards real quick. Trust in me when I say. This card, this is new, and we already seen these. So just 2 new cards. 2 new cards. Perfect. How was the hangover? I needed the day off, but that was fucking AIDS. Okay, ferociously angered Sabersaurus. It's a rank 4 dino. 2 level 4 monsters. Okay, so it's purely generic. Only use the first and second of this card's name once per turn. You detach material from this card, destroy a dino in your hand or field, and change the battle position of a monster on the field. So only destroys dinos. This card is yeah, okay. And then what's the second effect? Start of the damage step. If your other dino monster battles, you can destroy this card, and if you do, that monster gains 2,000 attack. Okay, that's not very good. Yeah, this card is not great. The only time this card will ever matter is if there's specifically a combo line involving this card and you need 1 extra pop. But in reality, choosing to summon this over like Dalka or Lagia is just like criminal. Like not summoning those cards is wild. And even years later, Sabersaurus should not be making this card. It should be making the Evil Czars. Pop the baby. Pop the baby at the cost of a Lagia or Dalka, which I wouldn't recommend. I feel like if I'm making a rank 4 in dinos, I'm making one of those. It is generic, so you can make it with other monsters. And I guess that means like you can play like super heavy engine, I guess, and use that as a way to start popping your dinos, which is cool. Because I can get like Wakaushi into this and then pop a baby in hand to start playing. And this card is immune to immune under Misk still. So maybe you can navigate some more combo lines this way, but it's a neat card and it might be playable, but it's not a hugely important thing for sure. When do the Crossroad Breaker booster boxes restock on tier 0? I don't know. Maybe never. Restocking product is not so simple for sealed product. I have myself only 1 box of that set left, which is not listed. I won it in a tournament, but yeah, I need to list it actually. Is Dino still meta? It is not still meta, but it's not a terrible deck. All right, this is not the most exciting card, but I'm excited that they made old vanillas playable, and these are also old vanillas, right? Although Sabersaurus is a lot more nostalgic than this shit. So Serpent Knight Dragon, the Wicked Dragon, level 7 Dark Dragon, yeah, same stats as Serpent Knight. It should be one of the dark monsters from your hand or field, special summon this card from your hand. Unless something gets synergy by being attributed, that's not that good. When this card is destroyed by battle, target one monster your opponent controls, send it to the grave, then summon this card. Only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. And that effect is not. Which means if your opponent has a large field, or a large monster in attack, you can keep crashing it in and keep reviving and popping. Is that correct? That's not the worst. Okay, you say low-key cracked, but I want you guys to think about this for a second. It's essentially just Fire Hand. This card is just Fire and Ice Hand and like a modern form. It is better than Fire and Ice Hand, but not that much better. Let's be real. This is Fire Hand. This is reskinned Fire Hand. It's fine. Mojo Jojo, thank you so much for this. Appreciate it. Or Mojo Joe. It's a silly card. It's not good. It's not unplayable, but it's not good. It's like a fun card in cube for sure, but I'm not expecting this to have any meta implications unless it becomes incredibly searchable. Firing Pegasus, the Crimson Heavenly Horse. Okay. 6/6 Fire Beast, yeah, so Sunfire Pegasus, whatever it's called, or Firewing, whatever. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special this card from your hand, and it can attack directly. That's terrible. When an opponent monster acts effect in the field, quick effect, it can inflict damage to your opponents equal to the chain link times 300. If you do this card captured by battle, or captured by card effects activated before this effect in the chain. Wow, this card is ass. This shit. Okay, well, this one is better, but this is really not good. Burn. More like terrible. Yeah, I'm nice. Not very good. Really not very good. Don't expect these to do anything. I think that's all for new cards, right? It's just those two. Everybody looks at the Gordian Schneider and the Vicious Claws. So, okay. Let's just dive straight into Mashidal then. Wait, I'm logged out? Surely. Okay, yeah, that was weird. Guys, we're almost at 10,000 hours played. Although that's because I leave my computer on all the time. There you go. And not working. Why? There we go. At least I have a computer. Damn, are you that fucking down bad? We're watching Twitch on phone as well. Oh, did this start? It starts. Okay, it starts 11 p.m. So we'll play that on Monday. Okay. You're that down bad, eh? My condolences. Do you have a favorite deck of the format yet? For Mashal or TCG? Mashal, I'm just a tier stan. I like my white lady tier deck. Okay. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna just play my white forest tier deck for now. Cause I feel like just jamming some fun games. I don't feel like learning Gaming Puppets anymore. I'll do it like another stream. White tiers. Or maybe do I generate some subs and ask you guys to sub to choose my deck, or wait, I don't know. I'll just chill and play this White Forest deck, whatever. PS4, you play there. True. Tried White Forest Centurion. I haven't, but I don't really like Centurion that much, so I don't know if I'd like it. Recently, new board breaker. Yeah, we reviewed it on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Lunacy, thanks so much for the resub. Appreciate it. This deck became your favorite thing since you posted it. It is a lot of fun. Just afterwards, right? You don't know why it's double the fun it's here. I like this deck a lot. I've never really liked White Forest cards, but I really enjoyed this deck when I played it. Sunday happy because I'm happy. And okay. Check for impermanence. 45 card deck. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's any interaction, which means our opponent is just dead. Had your first deck out Maxi win. Let's go, bro. I love Maxi deck outs. And this deck does it even easier because of a Diabell. It's really cool. Eldritch with Dragoon. That does not sound very appealing. I'm not a stun Andy, guys. Know your audience. Oh, it's Pen Slop. Okay, garbage. And lost this. Good. Let's get this. Free is free. Do you want to fuse? I get to keep my normal summon? Yeah, why not? Then I'll get his LZ off this. Let's get this. And then let's go. Kid Carlos. Kid Carlos, as Farfa says. His little brother Carlos. Effect to search. Scream or Scream and shout. Da 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 dum. Yeah, scream is fine. Because then I'm gonna get grief off. I will draw first for this, I guess. And then we'll search for grief. Do I still get grief? I probably still get grief. Let's get grief. Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to tear me down? Worst of all, bye bye. Oh god, we had everything going for us there. Isn't that what Josh's fiance called her? I thought it was. Wait, was it Josh or was it Farfa? I don't know. One of the European streamers, their wife called the kid Carlos. That's what I was referencing it to. It was Farfa, right? It's Josh. Why do I think it was Farfa? That's funny. Same person. Farfa and Josh are clearly the same person. Farfa brain rot. I guess I just assume anything brain rot's Farfa. Something dumb equals Farfa. Yeah, he's the Huff farmer. Why do they build me up, buttercup, just to tear me down? Do do do. Say you will. I need you. This is lame. Build me up, buttercup. Ba-dum bum. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Why do you build me up, buttercup? Let me down. Worst of all, say you will. I don't think he has Ash yet, right? Check for Ash. He might have Ash. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do this. Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy. I'm the fucking best player alive. I didn't even have Ash still. Nice. God, I'm fucking insane. Let's go. You can never escape the power of the tier element. It's far too strong. This person is what we call cooked. I just have to play fast enough and they lose. Oh, I added the wrong card. Oh, crap, whatever. Could always count on me, darling. Did I mill all my screams? Now it happened? Did I mill Rainbow Bridge? I should have checked first. Okay, I didn't mill Rainbow Bridge. Still, that was probably a misplay. Then we'll revive. Get this out of the deck. Or the hand. For me, oh baby, my love is alive. Although we are miles apart. Kaleido Heart. 1, 2, 3. Fine. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no river low enough. I should check to make sure that I have a horse in deck. Okay, I do. I feel alive. In ecstasy, so don't stop me now. I have no guys in deck. I milled all the L-sets. All the L-sets are gone. Having a good time. Lady Godiva, I wanna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. We missed the paradise. And I make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. Just give me a call. Don't stop me now. Just give me a call. Don't stop me now. On the way to Mars. I am a satellite. I'm out of control. Like an Autobot. Oh, oh, explode. Through the sky, yeah. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Supersonic man out of you. John, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Don't stop me. Don't stop me. Stop me. Don't stop me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Have a good time, good time. It's burning through the sky, yeah. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Don't stop me now. I'm having a ball. I have a good time. Just give me a call. Ma-da-da-dum. Da-dum-da-dum. Ba-da-dum-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba-da-bum. Ooh, 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 ooh. When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made you stand out in a crowd. When someone picked you from the bunch, one glance was all it took. Now it's much too late for me to take a second look. Oh, darling, give me one more chance. Thank you for the gift of sub, Ray. Appreciate it. Back to your heart. Oh, darling, I would like to let you go. I want you back. Ooh, ooh, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nah, 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 nah. Trying to live without your love is one long stupid night. Let me show you, girl. Just stand on the ground. I don't win the girl. I can't even all around. All I need is one more chance. Back to your heart. He could have had 30 more cards in his deck, and he still would have lost. 30 more cards, still would have decked out. They could have had an 80 card deck, and they would have lost. Should have card destruction at the end. I wanted to show them my power. I didn't even need the card destruction. They stood no chance against me. Did you add the deck destructor title? I did. I am the destroyer of decks. Why? It's about sending a message? No, they knew I had it. I added back the card destruction. So they knew it was there. Which is why they're probably holding Ash. They knew I had card destruction. So sending the message is beating them without using it. And I had call by for Ash too, so I don't even care. But like, I just needed to show them that they stood no fucking chance. You just wanted to do your dailies, bro? I'm sorry. Who hurt me? Oh, everyone did. You didn't just get decked out, Demi. You got fucking obliterated. Sorry. First 2025 deck out? Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. I've only played one downstream before. All while singing the Jackson 5. I don't know if it's Sinatra. It's some more Michael Jackson. I'm in an MJ mood, you know. Oh, where's the MJ? Here we go. Can you play Chicago? I'll add it to the queue. I'm not skipping Beat It though. This song is awesome. Chicago. I met her on the way to Chicago. Bottom, bum, bottom. They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't want to see your face, you better disappear. Come on, guys, sing along. Not that you can hear you. I can hear you. Ah, oh, man. MJ is the GOAT. There's no ifs and buts. Just beat it. But you wanna be bad. Your girlfriend broke up with you for it. Sucks to suck, man. Who's wrong or right? Just beat it. Just beat it. Just beat it. Just beat it. Beat it. Oh! Leave while you can. If she were alive in the 80s to see him, dude, that would have been awesome. Obviously, our time has passed, but that would have been so cool. That you're really not scared. You're playing with your life. This ain't no truth or dare. you and they'll beat you, but they'll tell you it's fair, so beat it. But you wanna be bad. Show them how they defeated. That's pretty good. Shows that. Oh no! What the fuck just happened? Why couldn't they just Maxine me like a normal person? And I would have killed them. Oh my god. This is so AIDS. I've been cockbirded. No one wants to be defeated. Well, I'm feeling very defeated. Just beat it. Strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just to beat it. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just to beat it. Any chance we change the default field? Bro, forest is based. We're playing a white forest deck. Who's brave enough to spend channel points to skip a song? After the song request? Damn, that'd be so brutal. Ugly Sailor, bro, you gotta protect yourself. Wiley doesn't have space on field.
I hate this card. This is the worst fucking Ojama.
You're not skipping it? Alright, you're not negating the skip? Alright, bye. Can't believe I typed adipus. Bro, what do you want me to do? Why didn't we play last turn? Maybe because I couldn't. Not by choice. Not by choice, my friend. Alamarus, okay. Adipus is a crazy... Dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like... No, my fault I know what the name of the cards are. Don't kill itself. Don't kill itself. Don't kill itself. Don't kill itself. Fuck. They're smart. No! Pardon me. Doesn't find 900. Yeah, right now he is, but he has extenders, right? Well, if he doesn't have any extenders, then I'm fine, but... Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, no, I'm dead. I've hoped that he doesn't have any more what's it called in his deck because he already used one. This doesn't even target, right? Oh, God, he can still send what's it called? The banished one, Pudica. That doesn't help me. It's not enough. What? Oh, mamma mia! Here I go again. My. Pudica banish. He cooked. Dedge. No. my. Mamma mia. Here I go again. Okay. Thrust. Don't imperm me, please. Fuck. Dude, drawing these into imperm feels so shit. And I'm drawing extenders, so we just eat shit. I want some more MJ. Come on. No. No. I got nice. Is it getting tempied? Dark Magician. Okay. Soul Servant, sure. They're DCing. Okay. They don't have a graveyard though. That doesn't make sense. Okay. IOC. Okay. Why would you even put on top of your deck? Red Eye Stock Dragoon! It's the falling in love that's making me cry. It's the being in love that's making me cry. He's about to goon. Bro. Gooning. He did it in the wrong order? I'm aware. That's what I was confused about. Unless they wanted to draw a random card. Well, okay. Sure. They're just magic. Why would you add... Wait, can it only add monsters? Add one... Okay, only monsters. Yeah, never mind. That's fine. Wait, what? That's a legal play? I didn't even know you could do that. Why is that a legal play? I'm so confused. You can choose not to special summon. It's crazy. If I use the effect, I might die, so I'm not going to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm falling in love. Great. I'm falling in love. I'm gonna lose the Imperm again because I just literally can't beat the Imperm. It's the being in love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gonna Dragoon Reinhardt. This is like the worst possible thing to negate. That's fine. Make a second Dragoon. Dragoon! 100 ships a day. Stole my deck idea, but I wasn't playing Dark Magician cards, so not really. Let's say Brandy. From the sea. Silver from the port of Spain that bears the nights. All right, discard your card for Dragoon. Show me your soul. You have one card, bro. Bro. Just discard it, bro. It is your destiny. Discard your pathetic card. Oh, come on. Whatever. I just wanted to grass this bozo. What's up, my Gooner Ray? He really doesn't like Reinhardt. Bro, Reinhardt traumatized a lot of people, bro. They're scared of the tears. You were going second. Okay. It's alright. Sounds fine. A Ritual Beast. Okay. Let's see if you Protos is us for dark. That'd be a bit of a shame. They don't have any white forest cards in this hand either. Even Quantul still traumatized? Yes. Quantul will never get over it or live it down. It is his identity now. It is who he is. Now we have to wait for the 4-minute combo. Alright, what song is on next? Ooh, some Elvis. I'm gonna set my soul on fire. Fallen of Elvis. Okay, bro. Dude, is this guy also DCing? Like, can this guy play like any slower? Oh my god. Is it gonna take 10 minutes? It honestly might. you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask while I'm sitting here in agony. Playing slow while disconnecting while playing Ritual Beast is actually fucking psychotic. We'll be back in a second. Ugh. Yes, yes, Jesse, walk, whatever. All right, come on, where's MJ? Here we go. This is a good one. This is an underrated Jackson song. Do 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 do. This is still so far from over. Unskippable cutscene. Dude, this is fucking rough. I would never ever be withstand. And left me yearning as she walked to my room, staring, glaring through me. Ah, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Came to the place where the vicious dwell. In my home. Said this is the place. And this is Heartbreak Hotel. Heartbreak Hotel. Hotel. Triff cut all the handships out of video. Why? It's in the description of my video though. There are links to it, so just go click there because there's more effort. Well, there's less effort than me opening it up on stream. It's broken up into 2 different links, but it's there. Do 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 do. Where the vicious dwell in the strange hotel. Didn't set the steeds. Okay, so they want the negate. This is Heartbreak Hotel. To Heartbreak Hotel. Why would you tag out now? I mean, they didn't set steeds, so they had a negate with Gaia. I don't know why they're doing all this though. I don't know why they're tagging everything out. Are they trying to play into Nibiru? Like, letting me get to Kit. This doesn't just banish though; it just negates and destroys. So. Oh. Dun 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 dun. It's unfortunate. Okay, let's go through, which is great. My nose is itchy. What do I want to do? I have a normal summoned already, so I can't even normal summon Tortoise. All right, let's go gambling. Hmm. These are not good enough mills. Grave is nothing for me. Damn it. I didn't need to mill a horse card or something. Can't use that because the kit's gone. Dark has no targets. I think we're cooked. They have too much follow up. No, that's a dark. Can't use that. No, it's not enough. That doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe I should have gone chicken game. Like, it's hard to tell, but because I would have been able to go crash Sharon mill 3 anyways. Yeah, I would have got one more draw. I mean, it would have been down 2 bodies though to do that and use the battle phase. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I can do there. So myself with 6 mills for a target, or six live mills. Why don't you ash the trap? Okay. Interesting. Advertising left arm, I'm pretty sure. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Imperm. No, I should do. No, this is fine. This is fine. Right? Yeah. I'm not the man I thought I am at home. Haven't been stuck in my hand every game. It does feel like that. Here we'll check for another imperm. Okay, I don't think it's there. I misordered the chains, but it's not like he has Ash anyway. Another Elton John song, another new Elton John song too. And to be fair though, this deck is like all one ofs, right? Like I'm not all one ofs, but it's a lot of one ofs. We're not drawing a white forest cards though at all, which is a bit upsetting because it's part of why you play this deck. His mill's not great. There we go. It's something. I can go discard Dwamatef, make Curious. That's terrible. This is always better. I'm gonna love me again, together with my very best friend. This says follow up. Plus Volcalos, Black Goat, Keldome, I don't know. So this is still like 5 or so in disruptions, maybe even more, depending on like how it plays out into a 4-card hand with follow up. Together, my very best friend. Play the grind game. I blow my nose. I don't know, I'm a runny nose right now. Okay. And I'll flick the song. Next is I'm just in the mood for more Michael Jackson, you know? Ooh, a banger. An underrated banger. Bum bum ba-da-dum. Bum 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 ba-dum. It's a sick beat. If you only let your feelings through, DJ spin the sound. Shizuku. Do, 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 do. Dance across the floor. So DJ spin the sound. No way that you're gonna settle down. Gotta burn this disco out. Imseti. It's like grooving on. It's good. Are you ready? This song is so underrated. This was like one of my favorites when I was a kid. DJ spin the sounds. Wait, what did I get? Claimed victory the speed of light. What does that mean? What did I get that for? Anybody know why I just got demon? What does that mean? FTKs? I don't even play FTKs though. Does it count if they concede on the first turn? Wait, is it because I deck out? That's awesome. That's awesome. Almost all of my FTKs are just deck outs from Maxi. I'm fucking based. Gimmick Puppet, no. No. You see, I failed to FTK every time I played Gimmick Puppet. All right, I'll play 1 to 2 more games and we'll switch over to Decklist Nightmares. I mean, listen, guys, if you had to decide which FTK is the most based, surely all of you would agree that Maxi deckouts are the best FTKs. Like, without a doubt. And it's not debatable, right? Exodia? Nah, it's deck out. It's for sure deck out. This is risky. Having this again, huh? Has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only. Well, I can go set pass, or I can go ham. I will always go ham. Be afraid just as long. Stand by me. By me. Oh, stand by me. Yeah. Yeah. That we look upon should crumble and fall. Wait, did I mill the grief? I should have checked. Fuck, it did. I have to scream now. I won't cry. I won't shed a tear. Oh! I'm fucking insane. Let's go. Darling, stand. Oh, stand by me. This is another masterpiece of a song. Exactly. I'm having a good time today. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh, listening to some bangers with my chat. And I'm sorry I'm breaking all of your eardrums right now, but we're having a good time. Dude, this game's over now. There's no way he wins this game at this point. You're happy? I'm happy. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. What's the best meta deck right now versus hand traps? Which format? By me. Stand by me. Master Duel. I mean, Centurion probably the best in hand traps, or like Sword Soul or something. I don't know. Like, this deck's good in the hand traps. All engine deck, which makes sense. I don't even know if field spells I have left. Stand by me. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-bum ba-da-da-dum dum 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 dum. When I had you. Wait. Oops. Oops. I have. Yeah, I shouldn't have put that back. I should have put back the tortoise. When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made you stand out in a crowd. One glance was all it took to take a second look. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. What's in that grave, Imperm? I am getting a Neberud. That is fine, I don't care. See you anymore. Who I do now. Ooh, baby. Yeah. Trying to live without your love is one long stupid night. Let me show you, girl. Oh, I know. This one works percent from field to grave. I messed up. Okay. I guess I can appo it. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. I'll just shuffle back, whatever. Oh. Bum. Did I play Dweller in this deck? I don't, right? Yeah. Here's one more chance. Show me that you love me, baby. Oh, baby, I'm just gonna let you go. What am I doing with the Garrus? Do I want to go with the Garrus here? Oh, baby, all I need is one more chance. Jam. I think I just chill. Cool. Nibiru. Wow, who'd have thought? I don't feel like this MJ song. Okay, there we go. This is another more chill one. Well, the stars of the night, 'cause it's been cloudy all night. The weatherman said, if you're not well, stay in bed. I've been feeling down and blue, and it's cloudy in my head. I'll be loving you. I get fucking Regeki? What the hell? Of you to the stars, and the more cloudy I'm blue. Bye bye, Apple Poopa. That's what I wanna do. I'll be loving you. Mill 3 more? Sure, why not? Yes, one by one, every single card shall be milled from my deck. Bum 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 bum. And the weatherman said, if you're not well, stay in bed. I'll stay home instead. I said Apo Poopa. You misconstruing what I said, bro. I'm in love with you. On my mind. I'm in love with you. Doesn't Black go for the shitter that gets the rank up spell on the game? Yeah, probably. End phase. Nice. All right. Stole the cattle. And doesn't matter. Go to the regents, doodle noodle. When you need blackout. We also had snow. Yeah, we were very chill. We also had Rokalos. Like we had 3 more interrupts. One more from Plat 1. All right, let's play the rank up game, and then after that, we'll do Decklist Nightmares. Time is it? 2 o'clock. Yeah, I didn't say I was a good singer. I never have. This is fine. 42 cards. Ayaki. ¿Qué? Set monster pass. Oh. Have to dream alone. Special Shokan. Catch Tierra. Fenrir. Ghost Drake. I mean, it might be. I don't fucking know. My Fenrir has no targets. Oh no. How shall I ever recover? Yeah. Sub Terror. It's been a while since I've seen that deck. Droll Incident again? Okay, but at least he set a monster past. Do not throw me. Do not throw. Thank you. Thank you very much. Draw. God. I mean, I actually can't do that much for this. I'm using left arm, which I don't really want to do. Oh, baby. That's pretty good. Yep. Ass Blossom. And the deck difference is enough that he will concede very shortly. Why do I do a Dracula accent? I do not know. I would not even call it a Dracula accent. I am just very weird. I'm just being myself, man. And I'm weird. I don't know what to tell you. Now you die. Yes. My grave shall be filled to the brim. I want to use it. I'm gonna check for callback, I guess. 1, 2. Sounds like Nesh. Huh? What do you think of auto win cards like grass? I mean, there's ways to play around it. Maxi! Mere mortal. You've chosen your fate well. Am I overdoing it, guys? Am I overdoing it? Okay, what card have I used? Oh, just triple Astelar? Okay, so I need to get to I don't know, Scream here is probably the best. I would, my friend. And then I go, I'm just gonna have to do this now, I think. It's fine. An old and gray Fernando. There was something in the air that night. Be my side of the field still. This, like the tortoise. And then I have the horse field spell left. I have to use the shuffler. It's annoying. In the air that night, the stars so bright. You and me for liberty. Put this back. So I played multiple King Strokes? I don't remember. Whatever. I would, my friend. I put a card back in his deck? Yeah, but it's more important that he doesn't use it against me. Oh, I already used this. It was a mistake. Oops. Okay. I have to find a different way to discard a card. I just wanted to discard so I could use what's it called? Alstelar Engrave. I'll have to find an alternate method. Elzette doesn't do anything for me. Oh, they're playing tier. Sure. You're gonna deck then. Are they psychopaths? Do this. We got a snow engrave. Mold again. Okay. Middle two more. Snow. Gotta go a bit faster, probably. Get the Astelar back. Keldo. I'll have to return back. Shit again. Mm-hmm. I'm also trying to get a card, so be a little careful. No, can't use left arm if I do that. So, card destruction's still in my deck. A bit faster. I'm gonna go into Baron. And then no. No, just better not just do this. Okay, it's gonna resolve. I can add back as well if it gets stopped for whatever reason. Just die ballot back. No, they have nothing. Skip song? Sure. Let me go take a whiz real quick. That was another case where if they had a bigger deck, we could have probably decked out, I want to say 100 cards with that hand. Do you see synergy between Crystal Beast and Wide Forest? Because you do. Yeah, I do. I see it. Not as good as Snake Eyes, though. Okay. Are we going to call that the last one? Somebody help me. Damn Dragon Crystal Beast support. Damn right is. Now imagine 3 Max E versus this deck. What do you mean? Are you liking the Whitewoods cards? I am liking the Whitewoods cards. Short stream today? It is. But we have Decklist Nightmares still, so I'm gonna go to Decklist Nightmares. So let's switch browsers. Switch over to Facecam. Okay. Who's ready for some Decklist Nightmares? The first Decklist Nightmares of the new year. I am ready to see what abominations y'all have come up with this week, because you guys never stop sending in all your terrible decks, and I'm excited to fix them and roast them. Let's dive straight in and see. Every stream is a bonus stream with Mr. Streamer. Oh, so for those who are watching on YouTube, I forgot to record this on the normal Thursday or Wednesday. So instead, we were doing it on Saturday, and I streamed an extra day. But let's hop over to our spreadsheet. Let me find the first deck from our submissions that we have to go over. Okay, the first one submitted by Flint and Stone 420. That is a name. And it is Gunkin Suship / Super Quant. Now, before I read this any further, I must ask, why the fuck do you guys love Suship so much? Like, okay, maybe is sushi that good of a food? Am I that, like, behind? Because that's another thing. I think sushi's overrated as all hell. I think it's not that good. But why is Suship a deck that you guys seem to mix every random bullshit deck with? Like, I don't understand. What's the appeal? It's not tier. It's not a deck that has a lot of synergy with other stuff. It's just like a very bad rank 4 engine. Why? Like, and this is not the first time we've seen insert random deck plus Suship. So anyways, let's see what they have to say, because maybe this will be a comprehensive deck. But I'm envisioning 2 things that have no synergy whatsoever together, and it makes a pile of garbage. But anyways, let's see what nonsense has been cooked up. So they say this is your Master Duel deck, which uses both Suship and Super Quant to make unholy combination that is Gunpar Quantu Ship. That was a terrible portmanteau. The idea is simple. Most good Suship combos don't necessarily need your normal summons. So you can get out 1 or 2 Suship Exceed out of normal, then normal summon Alfan for Super Quantal at half. Of course, I feel that it could be better, even though I don't know where else I could possibly cut ad. I potentially want to make a physical version of the deck at some point in the TCG. So if there's any additions that would make sense for that format, you'd love to know. Okay, well, I guess it's time to find out what's in the box, or like what's under the sushi wrap, what's under the not rice paper, the seaweed. I don't know. I'm trying to make an analogy, but it's not coming out right. Let's see what our viewer has in store for us. And okay. Oh, I'm opening Chrome. That's why. I'm gonna spit out my food. Okay, so yo, why are you playing 2 Maxi? No, don't do this to me. This shit's intentional. Yeah, it is. It is, right? Like, why did you submit this, my bro? Like, the idea was enough to make me be on the verge of throwing up. This, it's getting there. Let me get a bucket real quick. Fuck. Okay. So there's a couple big problems with this deck. The first one is the horrible ratios. And one of the first things I always go over in every single deck, and you guys still don't learn, have logic and reasoning behind your choices. And the most basic one is if you play one of it, it's because you don't want to draw it. It's an engine requirement. If you play two, it's because you either need two for your combos, two for a grind game, which be careful with, because oftentimes it's bait. Or you can only play two, or you risk of desires when desires are 3 in a format. Maybe some other small niche reasons, but for the most part, avoid two ofs, because they're very small singular reasons to play them. This deck has decided to play two ofs galore. 3 ofs you play because you want to draw them. So what I see when I see this, as I decode and decrypt this abomination, I don't know if you can call it suship anymore. Like, it's like it disgrace the Japanese culture. Is I see that you need Maxi for your combo. You need 2 Maxis for your combo. You don't want to draw Talents, Nibiru, or Regeki. You just don't want to draw them. But you want to draw sometimes 2 of your Suship Trap. The only 2 of that's acceptable in here is probably the Teleport, because you need 2 of them. I think maybe some of the Super Quantals you might need 2 of for the combos. I have to reread their effects. It has been maybe a decade since I've played this deck, but the ratios X. Big red X. Do not do this at home, kids. This is like an example of not to do. You crash and burn and explode. This is what that is. And I'll remind you. So, like, if you, I'm sure some of you eagle-eyed or lack of eagle-eyed viewers will say, but Jesse, the Nibiru, the Talents, and the Regeki are cross-out targets. Well, then where is the cross-out, I ask you? And we already know this is a Master Duel deck. There is no cross-out. So that logic does not work. And if you want to still go and cope, no, Jesse, there's a reason. They can search spells with the Mathmake rank 4. I'd like you to look at the extra deck. That is not there either. So, we have clearly gone past reasoning and into the realm of delirium and delusions. Now, that aside, let's give these Super Quantum cards a quick reread, because it's been a while for myself. And I need to, in order to grasp, I'm going to say this term loosely, the synergy, I want to be able to read what I'm working with here. So we've got, of course, Alfan, which says target Super Quantum control. They all become the monster level. Tribute this card, reveal 3 Super Quants with different names in your deck. One gets random selected, and you send the rest to the grave, and the others, and this one gets summoned. Okay. Blue, this one shuffles itself back, right? When it's summoned, add a Super Quant, connect your hand, and if it's sent to the grave, target 3 Super Quants, put them back in. Green is the bad one, right? Special 1 Super Quant from your hand, Marauding Captain. If it's sent to your grave, you can discard a Super Quant to draw 1. Red, it says control the monster, summon itself. When it's summoned, normal special summon, you can target a Super Quant in your grave, add it to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Super Quant monster in your graveyard except Super Quant red layer and summon it, but cannot activate its effect this turn. It's a fairy. It's a fairy. And white layer. This one says send a non-light Super Quant monster from your deck or hand or face field to the grave. Special this card from your hand. And defense spell. When this card is normal or special summon, you can send 1 Super Quant from your deck to the grave, and it becomes the same as the monster you sent. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Super Quant Alphon from your deck to the hand. Okay. So send from anywhere. And then Quantal Mecha Ship Magna Carrier. And discard a card to Super Quantum Control. Special 1 exceed monster with the same attributes as the monster by using this material. And then you can send this card in the field under the grave to 3 Super Quant exceeds with different names you control in your grave. Special 1 Super Quant Magnus from your extra deck and attach it. So this one is a quick effect book of pop, right? Attach one, turn a monster field, pop it. Quick effect is red. The blue is MST. And then this one is Book of Moon. Magnus says 3 super quants exceed different names in your grave against the effect. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, this card is sent to the graveyard. Special summon 3 super quants. Okay. This card gains the effect based on the number of materials with different names attached to it. So it should be 6+, right? Because it transfers materials. Yeah. And it is. So 6 materials, what does it do? Once returned to the main phase, you can just attach materials or shuffle a card in the field into the deck, unaffected by card effects, the super quants, and your opponent can add it deck to hand except by card effects. Oh, by card effects, not except by card effects. So what we have here is your Colossus / like a Dryadence plus Towers, which is a good card. So this is the card you want to summon with 6 materials. So ideally, the point is you get to a field spell with these 3 in play. And what does this one do? Luster Rex. It says, no attack unless the material. Once returned detachment from this card, start effect monster in the field. It gets effects. It's quick effect if it has layer. Once you can attach 1 super quant from your hand or field to this card as material. So, what are we working with here? This has to add this card, right? Otherwise, you have no way to access it. Ideally, if I get these engrave, to special summon red layer, to add back, no, that doesn't work either. What is the combo here again? I don't know. This is so fucking convoluted. This deck doesn't have 1-card combos, right? It's 2-card combos. Okay, so that's the point of the deck. And I imagine you need to build up some 2-card combos to make this work a bit better. A couple things that immediately I think you need to fix. The normal summons the deck. So we're assuming no normal summons are ever going to be committed to the Gungan Suship cards. Then how many normal summons are in the deck? Is blue a good normal summon? I don't know if it is. If it's not, you can play other normal summons that effectively get you to Elfan. Whether it be Divider into Trias, or 1/1's a card you should also be playing for sure, because that gets Elfan, right? There's no reason not to do that. Foolish Burial searches Elfan as well by sending white layer. Surely that's okay. But also, this is where this entire deck and the entire concept really isn't good, is that Suship is a 2-card combo deck. And Super Quantal is a 2-card combo deck for the most part. It has 1.5 card combos. Yeah. So the problem is you have multi-card combos with different engines that have no synergy. You can see there's not even like a Dempsey that ties it all together. You can go Dempsey add red layer. Actually, adds 4 lower. You can't even do that. The point is you have no bridge giving you a reason to play these together. They don't bridge into each other. So you're essentially just put 2 random combo decks together, and you're hoping that for one you draw a playable hand with both of them, which is crazy, or you're accepting that you're playing down multi-card, like 1 or 2 cards in your hand, essentially every single game. And that's a terrible way to play the game, right? Like, you've essentially chosen to handicap yourself every single duel you play. And then when your deck fires off because you've drawn the perfect combination, you have the symphony of all your cacophony, your craziness pays off. It's not even that good because you've chosen 2 subpar engines to mix together. There's no real reason for you to choose Super Quantal to go alongside Suship. This is not even a case of overcooking because synergy was there. This is just cooking for the sake of burning your food. This is like if you had a perfectly good beef Wellington and then you threw it into a blender and then made a smoothie out of it and said, look, I made new food. I cooked. That's essentially what I'm looking at here. And maybe I'm exaggerating because the ratios are so god-awful, but that's the biggest thing. I recommend choosing one and sticking with it. And now the other problem with this deck is being 46 cards. If you want a deck full of 2-card combos, which both of these engines kind of are, you want to stay at 40 because you need to use those. You need to draw the cards part of the combo. The reason to go above 40 cards is if you can maintain the card quality the same, the more you increase cards. But the more cards you add in decks like these, you run out of extenders that are of equal card quality extremely fast. and that's awful. Another thing you could do instead is Small World as a way to alternate between combos. This is important when you're playing a multi-archetypal deck. It lets you alternate between one or the other engine depending on what you need. You don't have any sort of bridge here whatsoever. It leaves the decks completely like oil and water. They just separate. Again, not what you want to do in deck building. So those are all things to change. As for the suit-ship ratios, cut down the spells and traps. Probably the spells and traps are really not that good in this deck. Try to get down to 40. These I don't know how many super quantity of the random colors you need as well. If they're not starters, it gets kind of weird. And if normal summon blue is what you want to do, surely better normal summons are out there, like ones that search Elfan. Again, not that I'm trying to tell you need to stick with this deck, because I would really not want to play this deck. This is like, okay, so chat, I'm gonna give you guys a quick chance to interject. What type of sushi would you call this? Like, what's a terrible combination for sushi that you've had? And what would this be? Any sushi? I don't like sushi either, so I get that. This is like strawberry jam sushi. This is just raw fish. Gas station sushi. This is gas station sushi. That's nice. Any other creative insults in chat? This is like, I don't even know what bad sushi is. I don't like any sushi, so it's hard for me to think of it. This is like chocolate sushi. Or, I mean, Super Iguana's not even good. It doesn't even deserve chocolate. This is more like Vegemite sushi. If I have any Australian viewers here. Vegemite sushi. Which, sushi pizza. I don't think it even deserves being called sushi pizza. This is beef sushi. Beef sushi is pretty popular though, like a thin strip of Wagyu on it. Asparagus sushi, mac and cheese sushi. That sounds better than sushi. Okay, I think this deck is very, it has an incredible amount of examples of bad deck building practices. So I hope that whoever built this, I think it was like something in Flint, Stone and Flint 420, you learn your mistakes and you can build up both this deck and your deck building habits in general to build a better deck than this. Let's find the next victim. Also, again, I don't know why you guys love sushi so much. I mean, ships and sushi, but yeah. Really, there's no reason for it to be this much of it. Like, I've received so many sushi decks time after time. I actually just cannot believe how many sushi decks I get submitted. Okay. Let me find the next deck. What the fuck? Okay. Next up, we got Moto Kuchoma. Oh, this is a recent sub of mine. Tri-Brigade AI. Why? Hello. ChatGPT assured me this is a meta list. Surely this will only require a tiny bit of polish from me. Oh my god. Why do you spend AI deck? All right. How bad is this going to be? How bad? So he said ChatGPT, so it's not the AI Master Duel auto deck builder. Is it you can have like Blue Eyes in there and Charizard? I mean, I don't know. Is it a Master Duel deck link or is it like Dueling Book where it can have custom cards? It's a Master Duel link, so it's not custom cards. I don't fucking know what's gonna be in there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a banned card in here. All right, let's find out. Oops, 1 second. Where's the thing? Here it is. All right, bring it up. And totally legal deck. Of course, there's going to be banned cards, isn't it? 1 DD Crow, 3 Nerval, 2 Maxi. Oh no, not again! 2 Maxi, you stupid robot. But you guys heard it here, the robot, the future, the smartest invention ever. Thinks 2 Maxi's correct. So I think you should all play 2 Maxis. Don't listen to me. 3 Kit, 2 Bell, 3 Ash, 3 Fractal, 2 Mercuriers. Yep, nice. Add every Tri-Brigade card in there. Duster, Avarice, and a Tri-Brigade deck. What are you cooking, bro? Desires, Cursed Eldland. What? Why? Call by the Grave, 3 droplet, evenly matched, one of course, triple Imperm, double Trap Trick, 3 Tri-Brigade Revolt, and 1 there can be only 1. It's just 40 cards, okay? With a Zeus and no other Exceeds. This is built by the auto deck builder, right? Or it must be like it, because why else would I have a Zeus with no Exceeds in here? Bucephalus, Lake Karibo, Amaraj, Shadal Constructs, Farigit, Double Bearbrum, Unicorn, Rugal, Appaloosa, Access Code, and Triple Shurag. It's funny. It's like, if anything, this gives a cool insight into AI, where I think it kind of could tell that when Tri-Brigade was meta, Eldritch was also in the meta, and it looked at that being a good card at the time and thought, let me slot a Cursed Eldland into this deck. Obviously, incredibly primitive and not real knowledge, but it threw that in there. Also, it had the knowledge not to put in the really bad Tri-Brigade cards, or I didn't know those existed, like this spell, or like Tri-Brigade Oath, or the other traps, like less work to fix than the other one. Yo, I mean, it is 40 cards. That is a big help. The ratios, though, are just as bad, with 1 Crow, 2 Maxi, 1 Evenly. Trap Trick is diabolical in this deck. It's the avarice is also so bad. We also lack consistency. There's no tankies in here. So this deck will brick like a motherfucker every single game. Mercurier also was chosen because it was playable and branded around this time, or like a little bit later, and it has Tri-Brigade in the name. So it sees meta Tri-Brigade card put in deck. And then we have my Mercurier, which of course does nothing in this deck. It literally does nothing. It has no single way of using it, but it's here. Oh, actually, you know what I'm surprised is not in this deck? It's Brigrand, the Tri-Brigade Albaz fusion monster. So I'm not going to overread into this. Obviously, I'm not going to fix an AI fucking deck. So I'm going to skip this one and move on to the next one. Okay, here we go. Next up, we've got Something Alive Now submitted Rescue Ace Sharks. What? Do you guys, I'm so confused. Do you guys get like an RNG generator up and just put 2 random decks together to make me look at them? Because this doesn't make sense. Like, why? Let's read the description. This is a deck my brother is messing around with. It uses a shark engine to make Dempsey to search Airlifter. Or if you already opened combo, you can add a totally awesome to your end board. That's technically not the worst. Okay, maybe you're cooking a little bit. We'll continue. The deck is already loaded with spells due to sinful spoil cards trigger your servicing big draws. Wait, was this submitted after the ban list? It was. So there's no original. It's just playing sinful spoil still. It does add 1 brick to the mix, but it is a rank 4 engine that works under Dominus Impulse. Other than that, it's just straight up Rescue Ace. Are we gonna see actual cook, or are we gonna see burnt food again? I'm not. My expectations are low, but let's pull it up and see what we have to work with. The shark searching fire is so funny. That is pretty ironic. All right, 45 cards. Is this the new trend? You guys don't give me 60 card decks. Give me 45, 46 now. Okay. For the most part, the engines look somewhat normal. The two Wanteds, the two Witches, the two Deceptions. I don't know about, but you could argue that if you wanted ratio is 5, and you want, I don't know, I'd play one Deception at that point. Either play third Witch or third Deception, probably, but not the biggest deal. 2 Turb and 2 Hydrants is fine in this deck. But, okay, ratio-wise, no one of fucking Maxis and whatever nonsense. You probably should play 3 Deceptions, actually, because then you get to use spells for your Shark combo a bit more. Okay, so let's give the Shark engine a quick read. So for those who aren't familiar, you can see the goal here. If this card is used for the exceed of a water summon, yeah, I don't care about that. During the turn, during main phase, the spell cards activate special this card from your hand. Also, you cannot summon action except X, Y. Wait, you're locked in X, Y, Z's. Right! That's why this doesn't work. That's why this doesn't work. I forgore. This is a terrible idea. Thank you. You thought you'd catch me and get me to compliment your garbage. No! I'll not fall for that. Let's put on a bit of a thought experiment. I'll finish out the rest of the combo line so you can see the combo that's being cooked up here. Big Jaws, so you summon it and it says when it's summoned, add a fish shark at your hand. Drake Shark says when it's added to hand, it can summon itself. So the idea is to make Dempsey, which is to add a warrior from neck to hand, fire warrior, so you add Airlifter, or it gets Bahamut Shark into Toad. And you see, okay, the immediate problem with this is, say we get to Dempsey and we search Airlifter. You can't link for the rest of the turn. And what this automatically does is it makes Turbulence the single most vulnerable card in the game. And that is bad. You see, if you played against or with Rescue Ace, you'll notice that one of the most powerful kind of tools in its toolbox is you set up the Turbulence next to an SP. That way, if you get Effect Veiler, and you can't get Astral Turbulence, you get Effect Veiler on Turbulence, which is the most impactful card in the game you need to resolve, you can chain the SP to dodge the Effect Veiler. However, if you get Veilered on Summon Turbulence, the next player you'll do is you can link off the SP plus the Turbulence into Promethean Princess. Revive the Turbulence, and then you gotta try again, effectively meaning your Turbulence will always be able to push through a single copy of Ash Blossom. However, if you eliminate your ability to go into Link monsters, even though you can now search the Turbulence, you can't actually make any good plays. And the ironic part is you put up the protection with Bahamut Shark to protect from hand traps at the cost of your other protection being SP and Princess. So it doesn't really make sense now, does it? You've sacrificed SP and Princess for a Toad. And the cost of a brick. And my sanity. And your sanity. And he said your brother's sanity as well. Congrats. You could just play a super heavy engine instead of this. So I think the idea is that you convert it into an Omni Negate, which I can respect, because when you have an excess of engine, being able to transfer it into something else is ideal. However, I don't know how much you need an Omni, and you could just build a 60 card version of Rescue Ace, where you can rank 4 Turbo into Dempsey to force hand traps without Exceed locking yourself. Then convert into Fiendsmith cards. Fiendsmith cards can then play around Nibiru by summoning Caesar, or you can play around Imperm by making Desiree, or you can kind of do a mix of things. Point is, you give yourself a lot more flexibility than this, where you've given yourself no ability to control what happens to you. As well as in a nature with the Big Jaws, you are forcing yourself to play a large number of spells. So I understand playing Eclipse and Droplet as a kind of necessity to synergize with your deck, which is the other untalked about anti-synergy you force yourself into. And that's the fact that hand traps are just better right now than these cards. I don't want to play Eclipse and Droplet. I want to play value cards that are good in grind game. Because when this deck gets to the grind game, it's not that bad. You can play it very easily as a grind game deck. And in those cases, I think you 100% rather have cards like Ash, Veiler, which aren't here. Nowhere here to be seen. And obviously you have the increased anti-synergy that exists with spell cards and Rescue Ace. That after you set forward with Turbulence, you can't use your back row as much. You can set a single card. So when you draw combinations of Impulse, Droplet, Eclipse, it gets awkward, and it can happen pretty easily. So that's, again, something I'm really not looking to elaborate upon. Also, if you search Airlifter, then you're weak to I don't know. It just feels like this deck is ill-conceived, and that it feels like it's supposed to play around hand traps better, but doesn't actually do that. I don't know if it really extends into a field better either. I feel like if the novel approach here is you want to have a rank 4 engine that acts as consistency for the deck to make up for the fact that the original single spell cards are gone, and then you also want that engine to be convertible into a way to play through hand traps, I can respect that. However, I think there are way better ways to do that than this. So we have here is a fire that Rescue Ace could not put out. True dumpster fire, and the whole deck is being burnt down. The whole kitchen is being burnt down. Yeah, I think the synergy is misguided. So I think, yeah, so that's my opinion. Obviously, if you want to work on this deck and maintain the concept, how do you do that better? I'd reckon maybe playing hand traps is still better, and then instead playing the other spells to play. For one, Prosperity, I cannot believe that's not in here by now, by the way. Prosperity is just like, it's criminal you haven't included Prosperity. Small World is a good card. And how we already talked about in this episode is when you have dual engines, being able to bridge between them is very nice. Now, the Neg one's not great, but 7's Hackion, which is going to come out, is the same type of thing. And the main point here is there's great synergy with the Shark cards as well, more so than with other decks. So that could be your way of really pushing this to the next bit. You know, technically, you could also do this with Ryzeal Rescue Ace if you really want to fucking cook that much, because you can go like summon X and then Wambo, whatever, or Wombo combo into like Duo Drive, force hand traps, resolves the cross, and then voila. Same thing though, locking yourself in X seeds is not ideal. But it's, yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at here though. Now, in terms of still helping out this deck, I don't love Impulse and Fire Engine. I understand that without Original, this deck can lack consistency, so I would probably still want to include it. You also don't have Reinforcement in the army. Wait, you don't know Rhoda in here. What are you doing, dude? Why? Like, that's a power spell. You could, like, My brain is melting. I swear, every time I look closer to these deck lists, my brain just loses another cell. Anyways, Rhoda should be non-negotiable in this deck. 1-for-1 is another great card you could be playing as an extender that you've chosen not to play. And it's a spell card. It works with your synergies. Call by. Like, this shouldn't be hard. So I feel like you've kind of just omitted many of the power spells you really just could have played. This chef needs some help. I appreciate trying to cook, and you're close. You're on the right track. This is better than just mixing random engines together like I initially thought it was, and like the first Super Quant. You have an idea and a concept in mind. I think it doesn't work out the way you actually want it to, because you're missing the trees or woods from the trees, what it's called. What's the saying? Missing the forest from the trees? You're missing the forest from the trees. That's it. But you have a goal, you have a game plan, and it is somewhat comprehensive. I respect that. That means that execution also is lacking. So yeah, ratio-wise, at least your ratios are intentful for the most part, and I respect that. So you're making improvements. As much as I'm roasting you and I'm saying this is bad, it is, don't get me wrong, but you're making strides as a deck builder. Good job. Okay. Now we have one last deck to go over. Let's find the last deck on the thing. Where is it? I have so many decks in this spreadsheet. I need to clean that spreadsheet up. So many of you also send broken links, by the way. Literally links that don't work. Like, what do you want me to do with this, dude? Okay. And Blue 3 submitted Primite Paleozoic Fiendsmith. Hello, Josh? Wait, is Josh here? Is Ant Blue 3 Josh? Paleo Fiendsmith Primite. Daddy? Okay, let's see what the notes are. The main idea is to resolve either reasoning or monster gate after or during Fiendsmith combo. 1 to 2 monsters in deck. So is this a 60 card pile again? Okay, I mean, that's not. That's not. No, grass is legal. Is that fine? That's probably fine. We play 60 in Master Duel, so shouldn't be a reason that's wrong here. To set. So yeah. So you want to use reasoning and monster gate to set up the graveyards that roll back and rise to full heights, and the Paleozoics and copies of your Primite Howl, can be activated. Primite Howl can be activated to control a Paleo, and the target has less attack. The wait, do you mean Roar? Howl requires higher attack, I'm pretty sure. I'll read the card again when we open the deck list. The advantage it has into meta right now is, and it cuts off. Reasoning and monster gate are limited though. Oh, you're right. I don't know. How good is this then? Let's open it up. All right, here is the deck. This is certainly a Josh's deck. Okay, so Primite, Paleo, Fiendsmith. So we've chosen to forego any sort of level 2 synergy with the Primites. This is essentially Paleo with Fiendsmith, and then the Primite cards acting as a supplementary engine to the Fiendsmith cards. Interesting. I also know here this is a 40 card deck list, not a 60 card deck, which meaning it is rather self-contained. Which I don't know if that's a good thing, by the way. Okay, so run down this real quick. I'm going to read Primite Howl. So if you're unfamiliar with the Primite card, search a Primite card as summon, and it can summon a vanilla, special from deck or whatever, a normal. This one summons during your opponent's turn to the trap. You can banish from the grave, banish from your grave and target no monster you control or in your grave, and then with higher attack. Yeah, so I think I mixed it up with Roar. Pretty much means you can target a Paleo with this and steal a 1200 or higher attack monster. However, if you just have White Dustin in your grave, you can target this instead and steal any monster with more attack than White Dustin, which is everything. Although sometimes you'll have to shuffle this back with Fiendsmith cards, so I guess it's not a permanent mainstay in the graveyard. What is the trap in the third row? Which one? Rise to Full Heights or Lincoilia? Okay, so I guess the general idea here, I mean, it's what they said. This is straightforward. I will say I like the ratios in this deck are pretty clean. The 2 ofs in the deck make some sense for both grind game and for trap trick targets. What I don't like about, however, so first off, I see is Thrust. Thrust concerns me because Thrust requires you to force your opponent to activate them, especially in TCG, which this deck is made for. You're expecting this to be a full match, best of 3. While Thrust might get people to play a hand trap against them or to use destruction against them, once they know you play Thrust, they'll just do nothing because they can let your Fiendsmith plays resolve, and in reality, they don't actually do anything. You have no way of actually applying pressure, so they just hold off on using Thrust. And what happens is you end up with dead cards in hand that don't do anything. And that's why we see Thrust seldomly used in control decks. If you can't force the pressure that's required for Thrust to be a live card, it's not good. I think that'll be greatly exemplified here. I think it's misguided to try and use Thrust in this deck, and while I understand the concept, it doesn't actually line up with the deck's synergy at all. As for Primite Howl, this card is actually pretty bad. I would not play 3 of this card. As someone who's played Primite a bit myself at this point, I think this card is not good. It's like Crackdown, but you have to use its first effect on field first, which is not even that good, by the way. And then its graveyard effect is just like Crackdown, which is whatever. And then it's only until the end phase, so it's not even a full-on Crackdown. Now it's nice that it's safer into Duster and Lightning Storm and stuff, but I feel like that's a card you can keep as a searchable thing, not something you want to draw. I can't see myself wanting to draw Primine Howl that much. I'd also imagine that Fiend Griefing and cards like Backjack would be excellent in this deck. And that's where I'd probably feel fine playing a 60 card deck. You can bump Engraver up to 3, even Lacrima up to 3, and play a pretty heavy Fiendsmith engine to reflect the 60 card change. As well as you get to play Grass, take out the thrusts, and then you get to play the other traps that make Paleo. Fiend Griefing, obviously, being a good card, as well as you can play burst targets. And you can model it relatively similar to how you'd play Paleo in Master Duel. Obviously, the deck will still struggle as a Paleo deck, might, but Fiendsmith might give you a little more mainstay as well as detract the tension from on the back row you have that are dying. As for the extra deck here, no, I'm not gonna. I mean, extra deck's fine. I don't think. There's no. Wait, no, Daddy. Josh has his mommy here, but Josh. Okay. We can tell this isn't Josh because he left out his daddy here. Anomaly Karis. And if you're confused why I'm saying mommy and daddy, these are Josh's jokes, not mine, and I'm just ripping them off for this video, I guess. But he's not playing Anomaly Karis. I feel like you probably should give a little more to the what's it called? The I'm not gonna name them Paleos, the Paleo XYZs and Link strategies. I'm not sure how you make space because it'd be kind of hard. If you want another rank 6, Lars is probably solid if you want. Guy Charge is unnecessary. I wouldn't focus on that. Mischief of the Gnomes is a cool card. A card you can also play in the main deck if there's a lot of Rizal, but I understand it may not be enough. This was Josh, there'd be Needlebug Nest. Another good card you can play in a 60 card version of this deck. I do definitely think you want to bump this up to 60. I think it makes a lot more sense in that regard. It just lets you thin out some of the garbage. But if you're not going to 60, which I can also understand, I think Howl is overrated in your deck here. And I think Thrust is bad. Straight up bad. And I'd want to change those reflections. This deck might play Dominus Purge as well, by the way, because it feels pretty good in this deck. And you're not locking yourself out of too much. You'd want to change your extra deck to reflect it a little better, but your Fiendsmith cards would be just fine. So, may not be the biggest deal. Beside that, though, I mean, this is a relatively clean deck list. I think the concept is cool. There is synergy there, right? It's a slow deck with a mid-range deck and just value-based grinding, which I think works just fine. Even if it's not a tier 1 deck, and for the most part, it makes sense. I do think that the thrusts are very optimistic it will not work, but besides that, it's fine. Oh, the other big thing is Lancia. You cannot Lancia Malice and then set 4 and pass and expect that to work. You're going to need to beat them in an actual game. You cannot win. So Lancia is good as a tempo card. It's essentially buying you a turn. What you want to do with that, and what most modern Yu-Gi-Oh decks can do, is use that turn they bought, the tempo they bought, is why we use the term tempo, to take advantage and either kill the opponent or do enough damage to where the Lancia was well worth it. However, in this deck, if the response after Lancia is to set like 4 cards and pass, you aren't effectively using your time, and you need to find alternative methods for dealing with Malice. I don't have any ideas for you. I'm sorry. It seems kind of like a lost cause, unless your entire game plan is to string together multi-Lancia combos. That one is a pipe dream, like your thrusts. So I'd be a little surprised if that would ever work. It might be one of those things where, unfortunately, as playing a rogue deck, you sometimes have to do is say, I can handle Malice if I go first, but if I go second and they don't brick, dead. Sometimes it's the way it is, especially playing a deck that you know is not tiered. And the reality is this is not a tier 1 deck. I'm not going to lie to you. Your cooking is okay. You're giving me some nice some nice Applebee's food. I don't want to throw it out. I don't want to seek it either. But like when I'm with my friends, I want something quick and easy, and where it's late at night, sure, something fine. That's what this is. But yeah, so you can hold your own versus Malice if you go first. But as a deck like that, going second versus Malice, you know the reality of things. You can't work with everything. Chaos Center might be better. Chaos Center might be better. It is still a Hail Mary because if they have answers to Chaos Center, you kind of lose on the spot. But beggars can't be choosers. If it sticks, it is good enough. And that is a good suggestion. Thank you. Pre-mince 1. saying 40 card paleo is strange. It is strange, but we also mustn't forget that it's not completely unfounded and it's not like a terrible thing. Wait, I just realized this is TCG. Why is there no Toad in this deck? Never mind. You can't give me a TCG paleo list without Totally Awesome. What are you doing? That is a single one of the best cards ever made. Like, it is a custom card. And it's just not in your deck. And I understand if it was a main deck card and like it conflicted with how you wanted to do draws, but it's a fucking extra deck card. You've chosen to play Gaia Dragon over Toad. You disappoint me. And I'm sorry I ever called you Josh. You're not worthy. Josh would play fucking Toad. Now I have to challenge Josh to build this deck so he can show you how it's done, because fuck. No Toad is criminal, man. It's satanic. It's evil. How do you not play Toad? I don't get it. Especially with everyone playing Fiendsmith cards too. Imagine toading a Fiendsmith card and then you get to use it. Another good extra card you're missing, which again, I understand it can be hard to fit everything in here, is Lina. Lina is actually a pretty good card right now for Sealing Detonator as well as Fiendsmith cards, but besides the point, play Toad. That's the PSA. Once Link Spider 4, Link Spider's there so you can turn Paleos into SP. Yeah, that's fine. It's unnecessary. Kappa. Damn right, Kappa. Fuck. We were so close. So close. All right. That wraps up the first year of 2025 Decklist Nightmares. I guess we had 4-ish decks. Which of those do you think was the best, guys? Best from the start, best concept overall that could be after fixed. Of course, we had Suship Super Quantals. Why? AI Tri Brigade. Oh, God. Not going to elaborate on that. We had Shark Rescue Ace and Fiendsmith Paleo. I reckon that Rescue Ace Shark and Fiendsmith Paleo are probably around the same in terms of their overall concept power level. Worst execution, though, or the best execution, I don't know, they both had pretty big flaws. I don't even know. Maybe it might be a tied one. What do you guys think? I think the worst one, though, is probably the Super Quantal 2-ship deck. And apparently this is the place for you guys to submit your decks that are just two random themes mixed together. So if you guys are looking to submit, do so below. And remember, before you submit, it's a joke, by the way, please don't actually do this. Go to a random generator, put an entire list of Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes in there, and click randomize and pick 2 decks. And that's the deck you have to submit. We'll see what you can build. All right. So that was Decklist Nightmares, my friends. Sorry that I forgot to do it on Thursday and that I wasn't feeling well Wednesday. Do you have to submit the deck again? No. You do not have to submit decks again. Please don't, in fact, because I have 500 decks submitted right now, and I cannot get through all of them. Obviously, if the deck isn't interesting, it just won't get picked. So, I mean, yes, it looks like these are random decks, but that's the reality. Like, I'm not going to pick a standard Rizal deck. I had people submit regular Snake Eye decks last format, and I was like, I don't want to look at this. I have 200 decks to pick from. You fix the Valmonicum and Kenko list next. There is a lot to go through. No guarantee I get through everybody's. You can submit multiple deck lists, but try avoid submitting the same deck multiple times because it gets kind of annoying. I need to clean up the spreadsheet though because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. The AI Brigade was pretty good too. It was fucking troll. So the goal is to be back on Wednesday to actually film this in the scheduled time like I'm supposed to. And you sort through the submitted ones and show you the most interesting ones. I have somebody else to do that. So I don't thank you, but I already have someone. But yeah, so we should get that back there. That's gonna be it for the stream for today, guys. It is, I guess, a relatively short stream for me, but also I'm not usually streaming on weekends. I'm going to take the rest of the day off because yeah, I deserve a break. And then tomorrow we are going to locals with Dragon Rulers. It's a 3v3 with Sam instead of Steven because Steven was busy. So that'll be fun, and hopefully that'll be a cool video for you guys. It'll probably be a bit before it comes out because it takes some time to edit these, but as promised, Dragon Rulers are on the way. I wasn't lying to you guys. I see Mugen Man keeps asking me for it as well, but I can't. There's a limit to how much I can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Man. I'm not a fucking wizard. Anyways, guys, it's gonna be it for now. I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you all Monday at 1 Eastern with regularly scheduled content. I think we'll keep learning Game of Puppets, but we'll see. Maybe I'll switch it up. Who's on that I can raid right now? Who's on that I can raid? Like nobody. Jeff? I'm not following him, I guess. Triff's not live. Oh, DB Grinder. Will you play locals with Ryan? Ryan, I think, is on a different team. Jeff is playing draft though. What is DB Grinder doing? I don't want to raid draft. Oh, DB Grinder's doing a post Suda tournament. Yeah, I'm gonna raid DB Grinder. All right, have a good one, guys. I'll see you all in 2 days. Peace. Why does it not work? Hello?